Japan is a country that's full of pictures. The first present a Japanese child usually receives is a camera, and pictures here record all the special occasions and family outings. In the hectic, fast-paced world of modern Tokyo, intricate pictures are still the means of written communication. So when Japanese and American creative directors put their heads together to find a way to show the peace and serenity that Christ offers each individual, what did they come up with? Animated pictures in a new television series where characters live through a different Bible story each week. The show's senior producer is CBN's Warren Marcus.
The first time I really walked into the Japan production companies, it was a really strange feeling because you have to take off your shoes. And I thought about it in terms of this project, that it was like Moses taking off his shoes on holy ground, you know? And it was a really strange feeling. It was my big Western boots, you know, in the midst of all of these Japanese shoes and mixed culture shoes. This is the final phase, the editing stage, where all of the work comes together. They take the pictures, the movie pictures that were taken from the animation camera, all exposed now, and they can see them back in rushes. And then what they have to do is bring them to life with sound effects, music, and with the voices of the actors. And this is a complicated phase because they have to dub in every little footstep and every little sound effects. It's very much like the church. You have to be able to fit together jointly and work together in a project to keep the consistency, to make the product look good.
While animation artists have been hard at work, Jason Vinley, also of CBN, has been living in Japan for the past 2 months, heading up a team of writers who've been carefully developing the scripts.
Culturally, in Japan, harmony is something that is intrinsic, and they strive for it. So consequently, in working with these people, you learn to strive for that harmony or that unity, and they are working that way with you.
Is she giving some specific example of that?
Not especially.
There's a hierarchy, a structure, a protocol that is part of the culture, and you can't overstep your bounds. So consequently, when I'm at a writer's meeting, I have to speak with the writer's representative.
Right, so what we're doing is,
and not deal directly with the writers or the animators. So
And you're dealing through a translator at the same time.
And through a translator to the writer's representative. So sometimes it's very frustrating, but sometimes it's remarkable what happens, how the Spirit of God moves through these people and breaks down communication barriers, and we accomplish the same goal.
This series will be shown on television. It's going to cover 80% of Japan. Really is all of Japan, but we call it 80%, over 22 stations across Japan. And these stations are most of them are with the Fuji network. And we did this to get the best time slots available so that it doesn't compete with other shows that might take away an audience.
The series is planned to lead up to the birth of Jesus Christ, just as Japanese homes are celebrating Christmas, the only major Christian holiday in Japan.
Christmas in Japan is an unusual thing. This is not a Christian country, but in a strange sense, December could almost be called a Christian month in this country. For that reason, we have geared our entire program for it, in one sense, to peak during December. This is when the strongest appeal will be made, when we feel there will be the highest level of receptivity.
Modern Japanese young people are increasingly open to Western ideas and are searching for answers outside of traditional Japanese culture. By Christmas time this year, 80% of these young people can have a new curiosity about the Bible and can know that Jesus Christ was born for them. It's all possible with your support of this special campaign in Japan. Join us in introducing literally millions of Japanese people to the risen Lord. For the 700 Club, I'm Kathy Osbeck in Tokyo, Japan.